Good
Genetics.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And I've seen your dad just now.
Yes, sir.
And firstly, congratulate you for this endeavor. You have come from Tatipaka from East Godavari, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, I was born in Tatipaka, sir. I am from Gadilanka. Sir.
You're from
Gadilanka in East Godavari itself.
Yes. Okay. Your born and brought up is there, and you have studied there. Okay.
Yes.
And from East Godavari, what is the first picture that you recall when I call Tatikonda something that is from East Godavari?
So you see extensive coconut plantations, sir, and paddy crops.
Okay.
And that will be the place where Godavari mixes with the uh, Bay of Bengal, sir. It mixes with the Bay of Bengal at 3 locations in East Godavari.
And the other thing is, if you see, the West Godavari and East Godavari both are abundant in water resources.
Yes, sir.
At the same time, it is also suffering from certain issues of scarcity, really affordable and accessible drinking water. So, what is your observation?
Sir, excuse me, sir. Your audio is not clear, sir. I am not able to hear the question.
West Godavari and East Godavari. These Godavari districts are well known for abundant water resources. But
Yes.
still you witness certain issues of water scarcity, in especially in affordable and accessible water availability for marginal communities. So, what is the issue prevailing there? What is your observation?
The major issue in East and West Godavari is the extensive aquaculture prevalent in the area, sir. Because of the deep bore wells, entire the underground groundwater resources, fresh groundwater resources are getting saline in nature. So there was a scarcity of fresh water availability at the present age, sir. Nowadays, we are seeing that scarcity of fresh water from ground.
Therefore, aquaculture is the major problem which is creating this issue, right? So, we need to ban aquaculture.
Sir, we need not ban directly, sir, but regulating the deep bore wells can be done, sir. That is the major issue because we have available resources from rivers and canals which can feed the ponds and tanks for aquaculture. They need not use the groundwater for that. So
Okay, then this. Therefore, we need to regulate water space resource. I mean, regulate resources means aquaculture, which is employment potential there, and also it is an employment not only employment potential but also a conventional practice for which there is community. So we need to regulate them. How will you regulate it actually? Because it is also part of this conventional ritual
uh,
practice certain communities.
I'm not deeper into the aquaculture, sir, but what I came to know is the excessive input they give to the aquaculture ponds for increasing their yield. So the number of seed, they call it seed, the seed prawn and fishes. The increase in number in the ponds. So to get the higher yields, for the higher yield, they are using higher pesticides. I mean higher feed and higher probiotics into that particular ponds and tanks. So excessive, there is a scheme. I don't know. I don't remember the scheme, sir. But there is a regulation that for a particular area, this number of seed only should.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually,
Sir.
if you don't know it, no problem. You can directly cut it there. Try to
Okay,
be
sir.
more exact, precise,
Okay.
and you try to give accurate information as much as possible, and
Okay,
use
sir.
the terms concisely,
Okay, sir.
concisely, and try to use the jargon, the subject jargon that you have already developed, right? So it can sound good. It is very profound in nature. By using your colloquial language also, intermix of languages, the jargon. And second, don't see upwards.
Okay.
Maintain eye to eye contact.
Okay.
If you don't know, just don't know. If you don't recall, don't recall. That's it. And don't try to give elaborate explanation. And also, you can witness a sea coast area, okay,
Yes, sir.
in which the fisheries community has been under a lot of issues like Hudu and many cyclones issues like sea
Yes.
coast area like Kuchuste, Odisha a region in and retrieval monsoon time. ఎక్కువగా issues కనిపిస్తాయి.
Yes.
So this is creating this climate refugee situation and also disaster related poverty in those areas.
Yes, sir.
So, what is your observation and also the solution that can be brought by the government? Is there any scheme and also any refined scheme that you expect to be brought?
The district disaster management committee is always aware about the seasons in which we get cyclones and the flooding areas in that particular regions. Awareness alerts have been given earlier before a month of monsoon season, and also before any depressions or cyclones are forming in the Bay of Bengal. Prior alerts are already been given, sir. They will be alerted before that, and certain regulations will be given. No people should be going into fishing into the sea and all. So appropriate timely information and evacuation can be helpful in that, sir.
Okay, right question. You mostly focused on disasters only. I have told you about disaster related poverty. How will you resolve it? What is it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Please watch my first video regarding your what do you call it? Interview orientation session. Okay, it
Yes.
is around 30 minutes, which I posted in our WhatsApp group also. Please go through it once because
Yes.
it is sixth line given in the notification mental awareness.
Okay, sir.
Mental awareness. So, where the question is actually focusing on solutions, solution, it is seeking solution, first point. And second, it is focusing on disaster related poverty. How will you work? The solution is associated with disaster related poverty.
Okay.
Okay, it is not about the disaster mitigation mission.
Okay, sir.
So accurate, exactly like you are writing main answer. How will you write answer? Every point should be relevant to the exact theme of the question.
Yes, sir.
Likewise, that was a written answer. It is an oral answer.
Okay.
Written answer will take 10 minutes time. Oral answer will take only 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
So all the dimensions that you give for your main answer will be given within 1 minute. The oral answer.
Yes, sir.
That is called
Yes.
yeah. If you write it as a main answer, how will you write? You will take many dimensions. You have
Yes.
content. That is why
Yes.
you are here. Here, disaster related poverty and diseases. They differ. Next thing. And now, in the second question part, I have also you try to uh, minimize your side looking and up looking and down looking something.
Yes, sir.
You tried something. You consciously try to minimize that part. Try
Yes,
to
sir.
maintain eye to eye contact as much as possible, and still sometimes you due to your regular habitual process, you are looking at somewhere. Try to maintain the eye to eye.
Okay, sir.
And later also, I will share this video. We'll get what eye to eye contact will make a tremendous change in terms of direct communication.
Okay, sir.
And next, third question actually I would like to pose is after East West Godavari, you will see Vizag, which is one of the prominent cities,
Yes.
your Andhra Pradesh state. And it is going to be executive capital proposed by state of, I mean, the government of Andhra Pradesh.
Yes.
So, do you feel three capital policy is actually a yielding process for Andhra Pradesh in terms of decentralization and inclusiveness?
Sir, it can be a good idea, sir, because historical reasons like we have lost two capital cities in the name of Madras and Hyderabad. So when all the development and industrial are concentrated in a singular place, and if we are sent away from that place, so for example, we Hyderabad is not anymore our capital. So again, we are focusing on a single place development. So and almost sorry, sir, I'm
No
out of
problem.
words.
No
Uh,
problem. Please carry on.
So decentralized development,
Hmm.
centralized development can be a good idea, sir. And another thing which can come to my mind is a central building a centralized capital with decentralized development also can be a good idea, because uh, placing judicial, I mean high court, executive capital and legislative capital at three different places, it will be a huge burden on the state for logistics cost. For example, as we see in this Jammu and Kashmir, which capital was shifted earlier, capital was shifted from Srinagar to Jammu in winter. It is a huge administrative cost. It will take like 1 month gap for file moving and all. Thus similarly some kind of things may happen, because if all are not at a same place. So centralized, building a centralized capital with the decentralized development throughout the state could be a good idea when it's my opinion.
Yes, Dheeraj. Here, it is first time that is why you are unable to present it much concisely. You can express in step by step process. Take 2 to 3 seconds and build a structure in your brain
Yes, sir.
and build the steps that are to be presented there. This should be the step one. This should be step two. Likewise, you have to present like the answers that you are going to write for your mains only. Again, what should be your step that you're focusing on the term decentralization first and inclusiveness. Centralization in terms of democratic decentralization and also developmental decentralization. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You need to address this area first because the question is about what this, the government of the state government has brought this for the purpose of decentralization and inclusiveness.
Yes, sir.
Is it yielding this? This is the question that I have posed. What should be your focus now? Decentralization and inclusiveness only.
Yes.
Decentralization in terms of what? Developmental decentralization and democratic decentralization. Inclusiveness is bringing underdeveloped, vulnerable, weaker sections into developmental arena. This is your
Yes.
inclusive policy. Yes. Financial inclusivity and also social inclusion.
Yes, sir.
This is inclusive. So if you are these dimensions for your main answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So just you don't need to use these terms, but you should have these concepts to be clear. Therefore, you can link your answer with these concepts, which can come
Yes.
under the broader major theme of the question that is posed by the interview.
Yes, sir.
Right? So stick to the exact theme of the question that is posed.
Okay.
Here exact. So ఆ స్టెప్స్ మీరు వరుసగా వన్ బై వన్ ఇచ్చుకుంటారు
Yes, sir.
మీకు క్లారిటీ వస్తుంది ఓకే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి దీనికి ఏం చేయాలంటే మీరు ఏదైనా సడన్ గా ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడిగారు ఆక్వాకల్చర్ ఇమీడియట్లీ యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ 4 to 5 స్టెప్స్ issue problems, challenges, opportunities, schemes, policies, way forward. Likewise, you should have steps.
Yes.
These steps, no need to. This is not to mention for the exam. This is step one, sir. Step two. No need, right? It is for your convenience. Internally, you should frame that and you should express it spontaneously.
Okay.
Similarly, if I ask disasters in the sea coast and associated problems, that is poverty, you should have step one addressing, step two how to address, three, four, five schemes, policies, measures, and way forward, and how to overcome the challenge. Something.
Yes.
Similarly, if issues with respect to the capital, this is a little sensitive and politicized issue. How will you address it? You should address it objectively. The objective address has to be done in the cases of the terms that are to be mentioned by a bureaucrat like decentralization, inclusivity, diversity, something like
Yes, sir.
democratic, spirit of democracy, right? These philosophies, you stick to these points only always.
Okay, sir.
Therefore, you can bring points under this broader term that is dimension, right? Okay. So, precision and try to focus on these areas. Please follow the steps that I am telling you. Step
Yes, sir.
one. Step one should be to brainstorm,
Okay, sir.
spontaneous brainstorm, to derive right inference and also the steps. And second aspect, frame various questions based on your task and also on regional, national, and international issues.
Yes,
Frame
sir.
few questions. If you are following Hindu editorial or any other debates, All India Radio Spotlight discussion, something, please draw an opinion from it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And express yourself. This is third step.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first brainstorm and develop questions, and also answer yourself in front of the mirror or any video. Like also you yourself conduct a Zoom session and record it.
Yes, sir.
Record it and check whether you are exactly answering it properly in a step-by-step manner.
Okay, sir.
Whatever. Next, your non-verbal communication. Your sitting posture should be straight, and you don't need to. That is good. Actually, I am observing you are very straight, and your head is also not shaking. Okay. And your eye-to-eye contact has to be little. No problem. It can be improved very soon. Immediately,
Yes, sir.
and you look very humble and humility at the same time confident. That is good. So you're balancing humility and confidence together. And your ideas have to be coherent now. Only thing that has to be developed by following the steps that I have told you: brainstorming, framing questions and answers, and also expressing yourself and articulating them step by step process.
Okay.
Please focus on these areas. And tomorrow
Okay.
also by this time we will meet again and try to implement all these improvise yourself for the tomorrow's schedule. As per the tomorrow's schedules, I will be asking about the working profile and also random questions from national issues and international issues. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, excuse me. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, can I come on offline to that RTC
Yes.
crossroads, sir?
Yes, sure. Already వచ్చారు స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చారు ఆఫ్లైన్ కి.
సరే సార్, అదే
వచ్చి వెళ్తే ఇంకా డైరెక్ట్ గా మీరు ఇక్కడే ఉంటే వచ్చి వెళ్తే ఇంకా ఎక్కువ క్లారిటీ ఉంటుంది, ఇంపాక్ట్ ఉంటుంది.
ఇక్కడ దగ్గరలోనే ఉంటున్నాను సార్. Thank you, sir.
This session would have helped you. For next 4 days also we'll be conducting this. Is it?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All the
Thank you,
best.
sir.